Hi, Facebook. Hi, YouTube. I don't know what happened. I actually went live. I don't know what happened, so I had to go off. Sorry about that. Um, okay, so let's do this, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon or good evening. It depends on what your time is, where you're watching from. Let's do this quickly. I know this is a weekend. Everybody is in a weekend mood, but yeah, we got to get this running. If you're joining, say hello in the comment section. And I promise you, I'm not going to keep you here. We're just going to fly through this. Okay. Hello. Morning. Sorry about that. If you joined earlier on, I don't know what happened there. And I had to go off it. Say hello in the comment section if you are just joining. Hmm. If you are just
Good afternoon or
joining.
good evening. It depends.
Um, oh, yeah, I can see somebody's joining me. I see somebody's joining me. Could you say hello in the comment section? Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Actually, went on live. You know this technology thing, right? So I had to delete that live, and we're here again. All right. So you can see the caption if you are joining. If you're joining from YouTube or Facebook, let me know in the comment section. I just love to um, interact with you guys. That's why I'm actually going on live these days. So if you say hello in the comment section, tell me where you're joining from. Let me know where you're joining from. I'd love to know. If I have that information about my viewers, that will kind of guide me on the videos that I will make subsequently. I don't just want to be making videos. I actually want to be making videos that are helping you guys, right? So let me know in the comment section if you're joining and where you're joining from. I can see one person on the live. I just want to be talking about this vocational training college. This program is free. Now, this country, if you have been on my channel, you would know that Finland is one country that is, I mean, they do lots of vocational training every single year. Okay, there's opening. So if you miss this, you can meet the other. Like the vocational trainings are always coming up. I think every single year, because I know last year there were so many vocational programs in Finland that I did apply for people. I brought to people to apply. So it's something that's annually. So yeah, and most of these vocational programs are tuition free. Yeah, the tuition free. So it's something that if you are looking at the direction of Finland, you actually want to take advantage of them. So I find them brilliant, especially for today. I know a lot of people, especially with the UK thing around the care visa and all, a lot of people are looking for care jobs, for example. Um, and a lot of people have been scammed going into the UK through agents, and they've been promised they have jobs in the UK, but some of them have traveled to the UK and they found that there's no job. you know that's why I always advise you, as much as possible, do these things for yourself. If you need to apply for this job, like, apply, communicate with these employers by yourself, sit for the interviews. And than just somebody telling you that there's a job somewhere, ask yourself, what processes have you gone through to get that job? How it's surprised when people say they are scammed. I don't know that how that happens in the 21st century. I think you are also, I'm not trying to be insensitive right now, but I think you're also part of, you also or encouraged the scamming to happen to you. Yes. Because how could somebody come and say, I can see two people joining me. Could you type hello in the comment section? I would love to interact with you. Tell me where you're joining from. I'd love to know, right? So, like, how could somebody come up and just say, there's a job somewhere? Somebody told me the other day, somebody told them to apply for a visitor's visa to Canada, that they had a job for them and all of that. I'm like, so you're going to get a tourist visa, fly from Nigeria to Canada, and then there's a job waiting for you in Canada. How on earth? Hi, Sandy. You're joining from Turkey. Nice to have you here. What's your time? Let me know. What's your time? What's the time difference? What's your time in Turkey? I don't know if it's good morning or good afternoon or good evening. Let me know what the time is in Turkey right now. Happy to have you here. You're welcome. So and then somebody's flying with a tourist visa saying somebody has a job for them. I mean, how could you believe that this is an educated person, for crying out loud? This is a graduate whom, don't get me wrong, the fact that you're a graduate does not make you brilliant. But this is somebody that I would imagine that they're brilliant. It's 2:45. Oh, so it's afternoon. It's afternoon. Okay. So good afternoon, Sunday. And they're traveling. So what if you go to Canada and there's no job for you? Like, why, if an employer actually had a job in Canada for you, think about it. If you were the employer, would you not want to scrutinize this person from their home country and make sure that they are super eligible for that job? So you've not gone through any interview, you've not done no paperwork, not done no medical scrutiny, you've not done no, and then somebody just told you there is a job for you in the UK or Canada, and then boom, you're up in the flight. Most times they get a tourist visa for you, they get a visitor's visa for you, you're up in the flight, and then you come back to tell me you're scammed. How do you want me to understand that, right? It doesn't make sense, right? I feel you wanted to be scammed. That's why you were scammed. If you want to apply for these jobs, apply for jobs yourself. Go through the process yourself. If the employer is real, you know they are real, right? If you got that job, you worked for it, you went through the process, and it will make sense to me if you're telling me, oh, I did this interview and I did that and I did that, and look at my conversation with the employer and this and that, and God forbid tomorrow you're telling me you're scam, you know it would I would kind of try to reason with you. But if you tell me somebody told you there was a job somewhere, got you some kind of visas, and off you go. And this is what people want these days. Nobody want to work, nobody wants to go through the process. There's always a process for everything, right? You just want to fly, you're just looking for an agent. Well, I'm not promising you that, right? You don't come to me if that's what you're looking for. You just want an agent who will tell you there's a job somewhere and give you a visa, boom, and off you go. You don't want the process. If you're looking for study, you don't want to go through the process, apply for the school, communicate with the school, provide the necessary, um, and meet up with the necessary set criteria and all, and go through the visa application process and get it, and have your peace of mind. If you don't want to go through all of that, you don't want to go through the job process, go through the interview process, study for your interview, get prepared for your interview, do all the stuff you need to do all the paperwork that you need to do, and actually get legit jobs. And when you're traveling, you're traveling. You know, I I'll be sorry if you come up with a story of somebody scamming you, because yes, if you're not going through this, if you're not going through the process, there's always a process to every end result, right? If you're not going through the process, I'm sorry, you may be a candidate of for scammers, right? Okay, so having said that, okay, I'm going to be talking about this college. Okay, so it's a vocational training college and it's in Finland. Okay, now you will agree with me that Finland is a beautiful destination. It's helped a lot of people with relocation. Now it's a place that, like, the visa approval will be very very high if you meet the criterias, right? Most times I know that something that would scare people from Finland would be the language. Okay, so a lot of times you need to learn Finnish language, and if you're somebody like me who, I don't have a blocked head, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to language, learning a new language, I can't do that right now, right? So if you're somebody like me who's scared about learning a new language, it may not be something you want to give a try. But however, there are actually courses in Finland where you can do still, where English is actually um, an acceptable language, and this would actually fit in for a lot of persons. And this is one of those programs. Okay, so I'm going to show you on the screen, right? Could you say hello in the comments section? I have 3 people on my live. And please, if you're joining, could you please give the video a like, right? Give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, and If you're joining from YouTube, if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel, because here I'm always bringing you news. I know that every single pathway is not going to suit everybody, but like I have loads of information I'm bringing you every single day. And if you actually plan on relocation, this is a channel where you want to be, because I promise you here, I promise to make your relocation, if you are ready to put in the work, because you have your work to do. You have work to do. If you're ready to put in the work, I'm ready to guide you right to get your relocation journey as seamless as possible. If you're joining from Facebook, please like the video and share the video, please. Guys, share the video, share the video. I need this information getting across to so many people as much as possible. Let's keep spreading the good news, right? Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen and I will show you this college, okay, and this program. And it's actually free tuition. That's my attraction as well. And the vocational program. So you're training. I see my screen. Um, Practical nurse. Okay, and share. Okay, so let me know. Let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Okay. Let me know. Uh, Let me know in the comment section, guys, if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen in the comment section. Okay, so I'm just gonna, let's go here. Okay, so if I type in practical nurse, okay, here, so this is the school site, and if I type in practical nurse here, just I go to educational search for international applicants, read more. So if I go here, just type in, for example, practical nurse. Okay, so I was searching through and I saw those programs and I see they're just 13, right? So you can see these social services and social care, for example. Now, a lot of people, now this caught my eye, for example, because a lot of people have been asking me for the carer role, healthcare, carer, whatever role. A lot of people have been looking for this job to look at, and there seem to not be so many of the jobs available at the moment. A lot of people, like I said, have been scammed via agents in the UK because of this kind of jobs. People are looking because initially they were allowed to come in with dependents, and not even now that they're not allowed to come in with dependents in the UK. So, and the jobs are actually not there. A lot of people go into the UK and they don't have hours. So, and looking at this, to be very honest, I think it's an amazing one. Okay, so rather than keep applying, people have been applying over the last year. Some people 2 years with no luck at hitting these jobs, right? So if I were you, I think it's a smart thing to do. So this is a practical non-vocational qualification in social care. So you're not just going in for the training, you're going to be working while you're doing this training. And at the end of the day, at the end of the program, you can stay back in the country and you can work in the country. So for me, this is a win-win pathway. And as well, there is no tuition for here. You're going to just be paying I think your living expenses, and you're going to be working. So that is brilliant. So we are going to be working while you're studying, and in the country you're getting the country. So it's not a case of, oh, okay, what qualifications do you have, is this something that's acceptable in our own country? And this training is done in English. So what type of qualification are you getting here? So vocational upper secondary qualification, okay? And the duration is 2 to 3 years, so this is like a degree, and it's going to be, the location is Lakesa. Application period is so this started on the 15th. Application opened from the 15th of February, and it's until the 29th of February, okay? And the start date is um on the 11th of September 2024, and mode of studying is in English. So this is amazing, guys. If you're somebody who fears learning a new language like myself, then this is a good one for you, right? Okay, so contact teaching. So the qualification includes full-time studying as well as practical training periods. The classes are held during daytime, Monday to Friday, and the content. So vocational qualification is social and healthcare, with the competence area of care and rehabilitation for the elderly, produces competence to work For example, in home care, care homes for the elderly, day centers, inpatient wards in health centers, and dementia units. So this is all about working in care units as a social care, as a care worker, and what have you. So I mean, for me, I will advise, this is what I will tell people who are my, my private clients, rather than keep applying for jobs, with nothing coming out of it year after year. You're not getting the job, you're not hitting the job for one reason or the other. I said this is a very smart move to make, okay, if you're strong on relocation. Okay, so you go in for this training, apply for this college. Obviously, you have a high school because it has a very low requirement, and go for the program. While you're doing the program, you're working as well. You're meeting your residential requirement to stay back in the country. Okay, so I don't want to read all through all of this. Like I promise you, the video is going to be really short. Okay, so the student incurs costs for material fees, housing, travel expenses. So you see, the point is there's no tuition fee, right? There's no tuition fee for this. So basically, it's going to be your living expenses, your accommodation, and all those kind of stuff. And it's good because you're going to have a few hours of work during the week, so you should be able to meet up with your your living expenses, right? So who can apply? So you are at least 18 years of age, high school certificate, certificate of international English test, Duolingo. Okay, so always you need a Duolingo. If anything Finland, you need a Duolingo. That's why if you're strongly thinking about Finland, I will advise you write your Duolingo. But it's beautiful because Duolingo, you get your Duolingo in 48 hours after you have registered for it. So it's something you can register for tomorrow or tonight and get it. Okay, so this application is very, very valid for you if it's something you want to apply for. So, good IT skills, good physical and mental condition to study and work as a practical nurse, good funds for living expenses on the applicant's account to be presented to the immigration. Okay, so basically, obviously, you're going to be paying your living, so you need some sort of POF to show that you can support yourself living. Remember, the tuition is free, but you will need to be paying for your living expenses and all. And even though I know you're going to be working while you're in Finland, but at least if you come in for the first few months, you may not necessarily have that job. So you should be able to take care of yourself. You should be able to show that you're able to cater for your living expenses in those first few months. Okay. Language requirement. We talked about that. You need a Duolingo, right? And normally they need 85 points in Duolingo test always. Yeah. And health, you need to show that you're fit. So you need a medical fitness certificate. Okay. An applicability assessment. Okay. Take a Duolingo English. Like you can come in and read all of this for yourself, right? The point is that you are um, you are aware of this, right? So the student selection process. Okay, so you do your online aptitude, okay, and it's the test link with instructions will be sent by email to all applicants with a valid application when the application period is over. Okay, so either if your application is valid, is taken valid, you're going to be sent the test link, okay, via your email. Okay, the active test consists of 3 questions: personality questionnaire, verbal test, and numerical test. Okay, and then it takes about an hour to complete the test, and we recommend a computer to take the test. Okay, so make sure your answers are all your own work. May measure the ability assessed by this test in the interview. Okay, so basically they're trying to say make sure you do the test by yourself, because if you cheat during the test, they're going to know. How they're going to know? During the interview, they're going to ask you questions directly, and they're going to kind of measure your IQ with what have been written in the test. So online interview based on the test results, a part of the applicants will be invited to the interview arranged by Microsoft Teams. Okay, the invitation will be sent via email, and schedule, application period, test links are sent, deadline for the test is March. So all of these dates you can read through them, right? We do not respond to inquiries about ongoing application process. Okay, you just have to be patient enough. Okay, So further study opportunities and jobs. So you see, there are jobs for you. The qualification provides a good basis for continuing studies at university level because this is a vocational college, okay? And jobs. Qualification holders work in home care, care homes for elderly, day centers, inpatient wards in health centers, and dementia units. So this is quite self-explanatory, okay? This is quite self-explanatory, and you can go apply here. Um, so yeah, they're actually like you can see the same courses, like three of them showing. Yeah, I think this I when I went through them, I think they were basically at different locations. So you see, this campus is in Nomis or something. I don't know if I'm calling it right, but it's in Nomis, but it's the same program. So when you're applying, make sure you make sure you Google these locations and see which locations you would prefer based on the things, the people, the job, market, and all of that. Whatever tick your boxes so you know which location you're applying to. But it's all the same program, same thing, same duration, everything. This is in Joensu, okay? For example, Joensu campus. So, but it's all same program, and yeah. So I think that's a good one. I think that's a good one, really. If you're looking for um and you don't necessarily have to be in the healthcare, right? You don't necessarily have to be in the healthcare to be able to apply for this. Okay. And yeah, so I think you found that helpful. So if you are actually, like I said, if you're actually looking for healthcare, if you've been struggling looking for healthcare positions and nothing is coming through, I think this is a smart way of chasing this. Okay, you can go in for these vocational programs. At the same time, you get the academic qualification, and at the same time, you're building towards your residence in Finland. And after the program, you're able to work and you're able to settle in Finland. So yes, it is a win-win, right? And it's easier to get into the vocational program, especially cost-wise. The tuitions comes as sponsored by the Finnish government, okay? And language wise, this is perfect because it's English. A lot of people would fall into the English category, and I know a lot of people are lazy, like myself, to learn new languages. So this is a win-win. So if this suits you, it's something that you want to give it a try. And if you're applying, you want to start doing that ASAP, you can see the deadline is on the 29th of February. And if you're applying, wish you best of luck. Please kindly give the video a like and share with your friends, okay? And I will see you in my next video. All right. All right, guys. And even after the video, you can comment. If you have questions, please comment. Put your questions in the comment section. I'll find time to answer those questions, okay? All right, guys. I see you guys. Bye.